Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, I keep salivating.
I'm going to say, you see, no screwing off because we keep trying to capture this afternoon and keep off the board.
Yeah.
So before you go off, we needed to be having your depot today.
What?
No
one said it about, someone said to me last week to have a second opinion, the ward manager.
So the doctor's reviewed it for the last couple of days, so she wants you to have it today.
She might want to have it today, but I'm due a second opinion.
What sort of second opinion?
Second opinion, doctor?
I think that the plan is for us to
He needs to give the second opinion, doctor.
Today.
No, that's not the plan at all. It's not the plan at all. The plan is the second opinion, doctor. I spoke to the ward manager last week on Friday. She said we'll get a second opinion out to you before treatment.
Okay. Well, I'll go back to them now. While I have these discussions, I just want you to stay on the ball because we might need to have to give you.
But I was like that about an hour ago.
Pardon?
I was like that.
I know, but when we've come to try and find you, you're out. So I just want to sort this out while you're on the board.
Seems a bit dodgy.
Just let me go and have a quick chat with the consultant.
Okay.
About this depot.
Yeah, and the second opinion. It's actually I had a meeting with the ward manager on Friday, and she said, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm Sarah. We met a while ago to have an offer.
Yeah.
So tell me a bit about what's been going on.
What's been going on? I don't know. I don't like. I've never agreed with the diagnosis since I come in because it's changed anyway. And like first it's bipolar, then it's schizoaffective. And I said, why is it schizoaffective? And she said, well, because you've got a mood disorder and you've also psychotic. And I was like, right, okay. Tell me about that. And she said, well, the mood disorder component, you're irritable. I was like, really? I said, that qualifies for a mood disorder component, does it? And I mean, anyone would be irritable in my circumstance anyway. And so she said, you're irritable and you've got illusions of grandeur. And I said, what do you mean by grandiose illusions? I said, yeah. And she goes, well, she said, what is it? She said, you believe you can heal people and stuff like that. I said, I can, because I'm a trained practitioner in basically like a form of Reiki. And she says it's a delusion, right? So that's where we're up to at the moment. So I don't agree with the diagnosis, and therefore I don't agree with the treatment. So that's where we're up to basically. So I asked for a second opinion, doctor, and the ward manager said, yeah, we'll get one sent out to you this week. So you go with that.
Yeah. So what I understand, as I say, I haven't been here for the past couple of weeks, but I was in the morning meeting. So we have a multidisciplinary meeting every morning, and what Dr. Prabhakaran said is that their process of the second opinion doctor is in hand. That's being arranged.
Good.
But she was saying that the plan is for you to have the depot medication.
Well, that might be her plan, but it's not my plan. It's certainly not a plan that we're working towards. We're not working together then, obviously, because I don't agree with the diagnosis at all. So therefore, why would I agree to the treatment? She hasn't offered any alternative treatment at all.
Okay, and have you got ideas about that then?
Yeah, just like alternative treatment, like maybe counselling, I said I don't agree with the diagnosis. It's like she's just pulling things out of thin air, like 100%. I'm not psychotic, I'm not delusional.
What do you think, from your perspective, you see an ideal plan?
An ideal plan being basically that, I mean, obviously I haven't got anywhere to go at the moment because I'm still looking at the moment for somewhere to go. But really, the section should be quashed. It should be quashed. I'm not dangerous to other people. I've been allowed off the ward numerous times, and I've always come back, and I've not harmed anyone, I've harmed myself. It just doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so from your mind, you don't want to be on the section.
No.
What else do you think would be a good management plan?
I think basically, I mean, I think it's she needs to sort of like open her eyes a bit more to what recovery is about, really, from alcohol and drug addiction, and what that's about, because she seems to be very close-minded with it. And we had a discussion, and she just didn't seem to understand anything at all when it comes down to, maintaining recovery, if possible, the use of non-mind-altering medications, no antipsychotics, stuff like that, because it's no good. It really
so you're kind of against medication?
I'm against, I mean, for me personally, medication, I've been off medication now for three I think it's 3 months I've been off like antipsychotics for now. And, I'm fine, there's nothing wrong with me as far as, I'm not psychotic at all. I'm more than compass mentis. I'm not delusional, I haven't got a mood disorder. Okay, I might feel a bit irritable now and again because I've been trapped up in here, do you know what I mean? That's not totally normal.
Yeah, okay. So you feel like sort of psychological work,
which
should be the mainstay of your plan,
it should be.
Without any medication at all, and you don't have an section.
No.
As I say, I mean, I can have a chat with Dr. Prabhakaran over the phone. She's not physically on the ward at the moment. But as I say, as far as I understand it from the conversation this morning, the plan was for you to have your defi medication because she believes that you do have a mental illness.
I know, that's her belief. I've got my belief, she's got her belief. She said nothing to me to prove that I have. I've said nothing to her that seems to wash with her that I haven't. We sort of seem to be a very loggerheads with it. And at the end of the day, what would stop me turning around and saying, Dr. Sunita, you've got mental disorder because I think you're delusional because you think I'm delusional. You understand? It comes down to that, basically.
But I suppose, to play devil's advocate, she's had a lot of training in diagnosing mental illness, hasn't she?
She's had a lot of training,
with that particular argument, I suppose,
But I've had a lot of training in alternative medicine because I'm an alternative medicine practitioner. So the form that I'm training in is actually leading cutting edge technology basically in sort of alternative medicine. So it's like it's around the world. The SAS are trained in it, the athletes are trained in it. It's all over.
Well, as I say, I will have a chat with her. But my understanding from the conversation this morning in the MDT meeting was that the defi medication is prescribed, and it's for you to receive that medication. This
argument's been going on for it went on Thursday, I got threatened with it, Friday I got threatened with it, today I'm getting threatened with it. It's just ongoing.
Why are you saying threatened? What makes you feel threatened?
Because it's against my wishes, and I'm more than consensus, so I shouldn't be under reception anyway.
Okay.
And I'm not risk to others, I'm not risk to myself. I've been off the ward several times, come back, and it's been fine.
Okay, and remind me again what led to you coming in the first place. I know you said you'd been not taking your medication because you didn't feel like...
3.5 months been off medication. There's been domestic abuse at home, And I've got proof of it again. I've shown Dr. Samita, and she was like, well, just because your dad's coming in moving the odd thing around here and there doesn't mean... it's psychological abuse. I told him not to do it, and I've got OCD when it comes down to stuff like that. I've got autism, I have got autism. And it's like, things like that have to be in the right place, and he knows it throws me off. And then my sister physically abused me, she physically attacked me on 2 occasions, and she caught, it's back up, basically to cover her own ass, because she's a nurse. She got the section scored out, she called up the nurse and put the blame on me. She actually wrote a letter. If you speak to my mum, she'll tell you, she actually wrote a letter at one point, because she actually I think she sort of realised the devastating effect it would have on me, and my relationship with my daughter. She wrote a letter to me, and handed it to my mum, and basically it was like a confession letter basically, and my mum, I said to my mum, I'm not willing to accept that because I wanted a bit more to it, and my mum, I said give it here anyway, and my mum snatched it off me and basically went away with it. But it's it's real, and she wrote it, so if you ask my mum about it, say Paul says that Sarah wrote a letter of apology or confession or whatever, then she'll admit to it. So it's not delusion, that's not delusion.
Okay, well as I said, I'll have a chat with Dr. Prabhakaran about it, but I'm sure, as I say, the fact you understand because you are on a section that legally does give the treating team.
I'm questioning the section. I'm saying the whole diagnosis of the whole section are wrong. In fact, actually, there's so many flaws in me being brought in. Like the way I was brought in. There's flaws in the way I was handled by the police. There's flaws in I've got video of a CPN sort of coming in the morning, turn around to assessing me and saying, oh well, you've obviously got insight and capacity, therefore we won't be able to do much, to be honest. And then the consultant coming out and saying you lack insight, you lack capacity, and it's like, come on, do you know what I mean? It's absolutely bullshit body language.
Well, as I say, no, it's okay. As I say, I will speak to her, but I just need to make sure that you understand, because of the fact you are on the section, I appreciate that you disagree with that. But as I say, that gives her legal powers, if you will, to...
Oh, she'd be making a grave mistake. I'll be honest, I'm going to be honest. If she injects me today, she's going to make a grave mistake. I'm talking a grave mistake to like the reputation of a lot of you. You know, it's just one of those. I've got the press ready. I've got contacts in a few other places. CQC obviously involved.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a pleasant sight, put it that way. And I don't have to use that threat.
I appreciate that, and that's all I'm saying though is, from a legal perspective, if she feels that is indicated, that could be one of the outcomes today.
And the outcome of that will she'll lose her job. You can tell her that as well. She will lose her job. So.
But as I say, I will have a chat about it, because as I've already said, I haven't been here for a couple of weeks.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I'm not fully up to date with what's been happening over the past couple of weeks. But I will happily chat to her and try and clarify.
And also, I mean, if you just put the point across it as well. I was suicidally depressed on that medication, on antipsychotic medication, for 2 years every day of my life. I wanted to take my life every day. And as soon as I came off it, I was fine again. I was on 2 antidepressants at the time, everything. I've tried everything to relieve that depression, it didn't go. So, in a sense, she wants me to sign my own death sentence with taking that, and I'm not accepting it. I don't accept the medication, I don't accept the thing, so it would be against my consent. Anyway, just to make her aware of that, so that's fine. Okay. Alright.
Okay. Well, as I say, I will have a chat with her about it.
Yeah, okay. Alright, thank you.
Okay.
When's the ambulance people come up? So obviously you've got that door now again. So.
The stuff goes to the post room.
Yeah.
And then the porter sorts it out and takes it to on the board.
Does it normally come about 4-ish or 3-ish or something? Or? Okay.
I've got parcels as well.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
It takes a while. They have to get it, then they have to sort it all out.
Yeah, I
yours
understand
and
that.
deliver
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
there is
Even when
no-
it's
there is
been
no-
delivered, it
it
still
could come
takes
at
a
7
few
o'clock at
days.
night.
Right.
Cool. 7 o'clock at night on that, and then they go to the door.
Yeah, that's cool.